Today, I'm here to tell you about my new listing at 570 19th Street. This is a single family house in Windsor Terrace in Brooklyn. And one of the things you'll notice right away is that it's a different color than the houses on either side of it. This house, 570 19th Street, used to be like these houses, but the owners decided after they bought it to change the facade. I was a little skeptical, I admit, at the time, but I think it came out really nice. I love that color. I think it's really pretty and really makes the house pop. The location is great. Very nice tree-lined street. The house has a door under the stoop, so you can go in and out through there. That's also helpful for moving because the internal stairway is a little bit narrow. You'll see that when we go inside. But yeah, let's go inside and check it out. I'd love to give you guys a little tour. So the first thing you notice as you head inside is that this house has this nice little vestibule. I'll turn around so you can see it. A little vestibule, mudroom, whatever you want to call it. A lot of houses in the area don't have this. A lot of houses, you walk right in the front door and you're right up in the living space. But this house has this little area where you can store boots, coats, strollers, a snow shovel, whatever you have. And the other great thing about it is that it has two doors, which helps with any street noise. So as we enter the living space, this house is 13 feet wide by 34 feet deep, and the lot is 100 feet. Now, 13 feet wide is generally considered a small or narrow house in Brooklyn. We like to call this, in the real estate industry, we like to call this a condo alternative, because the price point is sort of akin to a two-bedroom condo in the more expensive neighborhood, one neighborhood over. The size, the interior square footage is comparable to a condo, but it has a finished basement and it has a nice porch, which I'll show you in a minute. It has a nice yard. You get a whole house and you don't have those monthly fees that you have with a condo. So this is a great condo alternative. Now, one great thing that these guys did when they moved in is they replaced all of the windows with noise-resistant windows. And this is great for the city because we're sort of on a busy street here. You can't really tell right now, but the off-ramp to the expressway is just a little ways up the street. The expressway is nearby, and you do get some ambient noise, and during rush hour, it can get a little noisy. So they put in noise-resistant windows. You almost can't hear it. A car just drove by, you couldn't even hear it. Maybe if a truck rumbles by, you might hear that, but these windows work really great. A number of my clients have put them in properties over the years, and I think it's a great addition. Okay, moving in. I'll turn around real quick so you can get a full scope of the living room. Charming, right? It helps when your clients have nice stuff. So moving into the dining area. First thing, this table is huge. It probably seats 12 people. Most people wouldn't have a table of that size in this dining area, but, to each his own. One of the things I'd like to point out about this space is this wall right here. A lot of people with these houses will open this wall up, just completely open it up to the living room. So you get a full open living, dining situation. And you can see how that would change the character of the house right away. Besides opening up the space and making it a little more flexible, it would also let in a lot more sunlight into this middle section of the house. So that's probably a renovation I would do right away. And I think it's something that my clients were planning to do if they had kept the house, but they're moving. The kitchen is quite charming. It's probably about 10 years old. This isn't what we would think of as, a contemporary design, but it's clean, it's nice, it's well kept, granite counters, great appliances. Someone can move right in here and be very happy here without doing any updates. And then they can do their updates over time. And it's great to have a window in your kitchen so you can look out at your wonderful outdoor space, which we'll go and take a look at in a sec. Oh, one more thing that I should mention is my clients also installed these Mitsubishi mini split air conditioners, one on this floor and one in each bedroom and one downstairs in the finished basement. These things are great. They're great for air conditioning. They also produce heat. So what a lot of people will do, this house has baseboard heating. Can't see it from here, but they have it. And radiators upstairs. A lot of people will just remove the radiators, cap those, and just use these for heat. It's a little more expensive, but you don't have to have a boiler. And so you free up space in the basement and you can just run off electric. Yeah, these things are great. Before this, they didn't have air conditioning in this house, which, if you've ever been in Brooklyn in the summer, is kind of a nightmare. So that was one of the first renovations they did. So yeah, that's basically the first floor. There's the full scope of it. And let's go take a look outside. Heading out to this really sweet outdoor space, a covered porch and a backyard. As I said before, the lot is about 100 feet deep, which is an unusually large lot for a house of this size. You have a really big outdoor space. Now, what that means in this case is that the house could actually be expanded. If you look over, I don't know if you can see that building there and that building there. Those are taking advantage of the additional available buildable square footage, and they've expanded those. You could potentially do that here, probably to the end of where this porch is, and completely change the character of the house. You could do an extension on this level and upstairs, add another bedroom. Now, something has to be done right away, but it's nice to know the potential is there. And that potential is really, really important for a lot of people here, especially if their families are growing and they want to stay in the school zone they're in, but they need more than 2 bedrooms. So this outdoor space is very sweet. All these tiles were laid by hand, and they're not super expensive, but they look really pretty. You see they've got the nice string lights up. I'll turn around here so you can see from the other direction. This is great. I was out here the other day with my clients having a glass of wine, and it was raining, and the sound of the rain against this metal roof, it was just very peaceful. I felt like I was in the Caribbean or something. It was really lovely. Now, this space out here, we are affectionately calling the prison yard. It is not glamorous, but it's huge. Huge space. So one of the things that my clients were planning to do if they stayed in the house was to have all this torn up, all this concrete torn up, and put it in a nice lawn and some planters. Not a terribly expensive project, kind of backbreaking work, but easy enough to do. And it's something that I think I would do right away. And I'm sure the next owners were planning to do that. One question we get a lot is whether or not you could do parking back here. You see people with garages back here, and there's an alley that runs back along here. The answer is no, you cannot cut the curb here. No, you cannot have parking in this space. It is not allowed, but you could do something great with it. And I'm sure the next owner will. So let's go back inside and check out the upstairs. Excuse my shaky footwork when I walk up the stairs. So this house has 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom, full bathroom on the upper level. This is what they're using as the primary bedroom. It's a nice size room. And again, they installed the Mitsubishi mini split. One of the projects they did after they moved in was they installed this wall of custom closets. And it's big. I mean, look how deep that is. It's about 2 feet deep. These guys really like their clothes. They have a lot of clothes. I thought I had a lot of clothes, but not like these guys. So this was really important to them. These are built in. And, if the next owner wants to take them out, it wouldn't be that hard, but I think it's nice value add. One thing that these guys did that has got my wheels turning is this thing. This is a steamer that fits in your closet. Have you seen this before? I've never seen this before. I've been a real estate agent for 18 years. I've never seen this. This is wild to me. Look at this. You put your clothes in there, you steam them. I'm constantly steaming my clothes with my little handheld steamer with the hanger, hanging it on the shower curtain rod, trying to get both sides. This is game changing. I don't know how I lived to 52 years old without having this, but I'm not sure I can live another week without it. This is crazy. This does not come with the house, although I'm sure someone will try to negotiate it. So that's the primary bedroom. Let's head over to the second bedroom, which is their nursery. Very cute room. It's sunny, it's bright, has a decent closet. And again, they did the Mitsubishi mini split. And we're looking out on the outdoor space. This is I don't know why there's a log out there, but this is the roof of that porch. Great sunlight in this room. Upstairs has a closet for linens, and try to not get myself in the mirror here. Just a basic bathroom, not glamorous, but nice and clean with a tub. Important if you have kids. And the shower and the mirror with the built-in defogger. So that's the second floor. It's not huge, but it's functional. Again, we're thinking of this as a condo alternative. Why would you buy a condo when you can have this for roughly the same price? Maybe a little more. Let's head down to the finished basement. So the door to the finished basement is right off the dining room. There's a nice little closet here. Now this stairway is pretty narrow. I mentioned earlier that there is a door under the stoop in the front, which makes it easier to move stuff in. There it is. And this is your finished basement. Now, these are all built in. That's built in. The desk is furniture that's coming with the owners. This is built in. This is a Murphy bed, king size Murphy bed. So when their in-laws come, they can stay down here, hang out with the grandkids. That's actually a great renovation. Very clever. Mini splits, more closets, a full-size washer and dryer. And okay, so this is the mechanical room. First of all, they shouldn't have all the stuff in here. This is not a great idea. These are gas-powered machines, and yeah, but they're in the process of moving, so this will all be out here soon. This is a Burnham gas boiler. This is a very expensive item. It's a great boiler. But remember what I said earlier, those mini splits, these guys also create heat. So you could potentially remove all the radiators in the house. You could remove this thing entirely and just run your heat off of those mini splits, free up the space. You could also get the new on-demand hot water systems, which are really not very big and they're very, very efficient. And you could get rid of this thing. These things are fine, but they're quickly becoming obsolete because basically you're paying constantly to keep this much water hot at all times. Even when you're not home, like these guys are away for a few days, they're paying to keep this hot. Not the most efficient thing. And a lot of people are switching to the on-demand systems. So if you did an on-demand system, which is pretty small, you get rid of this, you get rid of this, and you could free up this whole room for something else. Perhaps you could do a door with stairs leading to the backyard. That's what a lot of people do. More storage, whatever. And down here we have a nice bathroom with a shower. Now, the ceilings here are kind of low, probably 6.5 feet, maybe a little bit less than that, but it's a very functional space. Now, another thing that a lot of people will do with a house like this is they will dig down. How far you can dig down really depends on the size of the space, and we'd really want an architect or contractor to weigh in on that. So I'm not sure exactly, but I think you could probably get like 6 inches or a foot in this room. And if you did that, you could, your ceilings would become higher. It makes the space feel larger. Fortunately, when you dig down, you usually have to leave a lip for support along the edge. So you lose a little wall space. So, it'd be something we talk to a contractor or architect and find out what is possible and whether it's worth doing, whether it will really enhance the space or just be, a pointless exercise. That's a wrap. That's your tour of 570 19th Street. I hope you enjoyed it. I sure did. If you enjoy this kind of content, if you like real, down-to-earth videos of real homes in the real world without all the special effects and all the electronic dance music, please follow me. Please subscribe to this channel. I'm going to be doing videos for all of my listings going forward, so there's a lot more coming your way. I'll see you guys out there.